These artists have come together and produced an inspirational song titled Heal Our Land, Sizophumelela. And some of the featured artists include notable names in the industry such as the Kwabe Twins, Squealy, Mondlingcobo, Mbuso Khoza and many others. And to speak to us more about this inspirational project, we joined on the line by Sipho Malembe, a composer who is on the line. Sipho, very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Good morning, Cynthia, and good morning to the viewers. Good to have me. Thank you very much.
Quite an inspirational project, I must say. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the concept behind the song.
Yeah. Well, the concept obviously is based on what's currently happening in the country, where we made a call to various artists to come and join us in making this project, where it's just a prayer, to God to assist us in this time. And intervene, and also just to encourage the citizens of the country to say, let's stick by the regulations, let's comply, because if we stand together and do what is expected of us, we shall surely overcome. It is an inspirational project. It is a prayerful project. It is just a positive project that we all need in this time, where we are faced with all this negativity.
And it certainly is difficult times for all sectors, particularly for the music industry, with regards to, some artists have been robbed of an opportunity to go perform and make a living and bring food on their table. And just talk to us about the artists featured on this project. I know that so many artists would have loved to be part of this project. So the ones that were selected, how were they chosen?
Well, how the concept came about, is that I just made a WhatsApp group, and I put a number of artists whose contacts I have in my phone book, and told them that we have this project that's an idea. And then by the grace of God, we received positive response from artists, as you say, like Sizophumelela Song, Mbuso Khoza. We've got people like Mondlingcobo, we've got P, we've got Kwabe Twins, we've got Nezi, last season's finalists in Idols, we've got Babo, we've got Squealy, we've got Londi Wekele. It's a lot of artists, and actually you'd remember that when we started recording the project, it was during the time when the president had announced the state of disaster. As you say, a lot of artists were on standby to come, but our runway got very short, when the president then announced that it was going to be locked down. But fortunately, we were able to work with the artists that are in the project, and we think the project came out beautifully.
And the fact that this song is done in 5 different languages was an answer to so many South Africans, some of whom have been bitterly complaining that the messaging or the messages around coronavirus and how South Africans should take care of themselves are always in English, and that they cannot understand some of these messages. So what is the inspiration behind, having this song done in 5 different languages?
Certainly, Butsimpiwe. The briefing that I gave to songwriters and producers was that we must really write a song that speaks broadly to a South African context, and that represents South Africa. And hence, as you say, the language is diverse. We have over 5 languages there, because we wanted the song, to be broad. And recently we added sign language in another version of the video, because we really want to take the message as far as possible. We want people to engage with the song. We want people to own the song. We want the people to really relate to the message and the theme of the song.
I mean, it certainly is a difficult time for music artists in South Africa and all over the world. So how have you been able to deal with coronavirus and the lockdown regulations?
There's not much options. We have resolved to abide by the regulations. We are keeping home and trying to adjust, to the circumstances, and try to explore, online and internet methods of transmitting our music and reaching to people that would want to reach at this time. It is something unprecedented in our country, but we are abiding, and we also encourage citizens and everyone we encounter to say, let's stick by the rules. This is for the good of the country and everyone. regardless of how difficult it is for all of us. And as you correctly say, it's really hard-hitting for us as artists and the entertainment industry. But we soldier on.
You just mentioned that some of the music artists have been exploiting the online route. How has that been? Because I know that for many gospel artists, it is uncharted waters.
Yes, it's very true, and also considering the socio-economic landscape of our country, it's not everyone really who's up to date with the online. But we are trying. YouTube is there, and we South Africans and the world at large, we are used to YouTube and other social platforms, pages. We try to communicate with listeners and viewers and our fans to try and carry the music across. Yesterday we did see that international concert that was happening. It's kind of the things that we are exploring even with this project. We hope to do that kind of an online performance of this very project, featuring all these artists that are in the project and other artists.
So is the song out there already? Has it hit the airwaves, or how do we access it?
The song is available on YouTube. Our intention was not really to make a commercial song. So the song is available on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and Google Heal Our Land, Sizophumelela, the song is available there. Or if you go to most of the Facebook pages or social media pages of these artists, you should easily find the link. Or in our company page, Ingwenga Music, you will find the link. But yes, if you go to YouTube, is the easiest. Just Google Heal Our Land, Sizophumelela. The song is readily available online.
Now, Sipho, before I let you go, in an unrelated matter, the Department of Arts and Culture announced a 150 million rand relief fund for artists in South Africa as a result of this coronavirus. And just looking into the fact that some of the artists, well, all of the artists actually have their work being cut out as a result of this virus. So do you know if some artists have been taking advantage of this relief fund?
Well, we did even on our part, just as artists, try to conscientize artists on the minister's call, and we have been following the process, as to what's happening. And the latest communication I did get yesterday was that the minister has actually appointed a 6-member panel board that is going to be shortlisting the applications. We await the process and to see what's happening, and we hope that some artists are going to benefit. But of course, it's difficult times, and would have wished for the government to have made a bigger budget. But we are all waiting. There's about 6,000 artists that they say have applied, and you'll remember, Putsimpio, that it's not just for the artists. It's for the artists and the athletes, this 150 million.
Right.
So we are all waiting in anticipation. There's lots of issues, also that the lockdown has been extended. We don't know if it's still going to be extended and if that affects the initial budget that the minister had made available. But we are optimistic and we are appreciative of what the department and our government is doing to assist the artists in these difficult times. So we wait to hear from the department.
And this too shall pass, and we can only hope for the better. Sipho Malembe,
thank you very much, Putsimpio. Thank you for having us.
Well, there speaking to us is Sipho Malembe, a music composer about a project about the artists united against COVID-19, and that's a song titled Heal Our Land, Sizophumelela. Let's now visit our social media pages.